last time. Oh fuck! What the hell's the name of this? I already forgot the name of the goddamn campaign. We've ended up finding the grandson of the guy that hacked us and fucked us over. We ended up finding the Karn village, finding Sebastian, getting into Ainz's crypt. I believe that's a crypt or dungeon, however you see it.
Tomb.
Tomb. Talking to Ainz, finding out the usual, obviously. Get it out. Nearly got killed by the Black Knight.
Again.
And now we're again, of course. And now we're outside of Karn Village I'm assuming in the middle of the forest, trying to figure out what the fuck just happened.
Are we still flying?
Oh no, you guys landed, remember?
Yeah, you landed.
God.
You landed, and basically the reason why you assume why the man in black armor left you alone was because of Barbarous as the dragon appeared.
Right.
And then he cast another spell basically to hide your presence and your physical persons, just in case he came back.
Yeah, they
And that brings us up to now.
What time of day is it?
It is heavily afternoon.
So probably need to find a good place to hide and sleep. Sounds horrible.
Yeah, maybe take a load off after what just happened.
Is everybody okay?
I believe I'm alive.
I just put my hand outside of the box. I've been in the box the whole time this has all been happening. You just see a little thumbs up.
Oh, right.
It's the Terminator thumbs up. Just.
I wish I had a box.
Slowly goes back into the box. She's a tiny box kitty.
I kind of look to the roof with balls at them. Is he okay?
I don't know. Is you?
Well, I'm at half health now after I had to heal myself, so that's decent.
Basically, what you're seeing, Rosu, is a little bit of stains that look like blood on the roof.
Yeah, I remember seeing blood dripping. It was terrifying.
Currently, where you guys are hiding, you just hear a lot of crying from both of the kids as they are just crying their eyes out, just nuzzling against their mother, saying how scary it was. Barbarous is currently doing damage control on his wagon and everything else. He's checking up on you guys.
So have we stopped or are we still going?
Oh no, you guys landed.
So we're complete stop.
Yes, you are completely stopped. Ow.
I would like to go ahead and do a look around and check on our surroundings.
I kind of poke my head up. I'm like, Ball, do you need healing? I am a healer.
No, I just need some rest and I'll be fine. You focus on the others.
Put my head back then.
Real life, that's all that matters.
Barbas, how far are we away from the Red Sea's kingdom? So,
could you repeat the question? You cut out for me.
I said, how far away are we from the Red Sea's kingdom?
Oh, well,
did you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we're within the borders, but if you're asking if we're going to arrive at the royal capital, we're only a day away.
All right.
So with my spell, we can get there in less than 5 hours, give or take.
I say we just push it until we make it inside the city walls. I don't think we should rest until we are fully sure that we have walls around us.
Do they even allow us?
We'll see.
But fortunately for you, I sell things that can make you look human.
You're going to make Ball look like human.
I don't look that far from human. Besides my red skin and horns and tail. You have to be more worried about the walking scales over there.
What about the cat person?
Or the cat lady in a bot.
I poke my head out and just say, hey.
Shut It looks cute in the box.
She's a Neko.
It is comfortable in here. Thank you very much.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. Oh, what was her name? Was it like Chocolate from Necopara? That
Yeah.
that like that one with the white hair and blue eyes or whatever. Like that one.
No, Chocolate had black hair.
Oh right. Sorry, I haven't played it in so long.
Hence the name Chocolate.
Can't she be black, huh? Anyway.
But yeah, I
So-
think we should just head straight to the Cid. I don't think resting before is smart.
Very simple. A barbarous goes rummaging in the back, and he produces these small bracelets.
Sorry.
This allows you to look like a human in the current region that you're in.
Don't they allow elves and half elves?
Oh, yes, they do. Do you want to look like an elf?
Yeah, I would rather look like a elf than a human.
Although, like, you can't be a full elf in the royal capital. They have a bad history. Let's just
A
say.
half elf shouldn't be fine then.
What's wrong being a full elf?
Well, let's just. Well, you people really aren't from around here, are you? Are you from overseas?
You could say a different plane of existence.
Oh, interesting. He takes out his journal again, jots it down.
I'm gonna guess there was a war, most likely, between the elves and the humans.
Aye, long time ago. The elves, they, let's just say they had a bit of a falling out with their alliance partners, the humans, and there's been bad blood ever since.
That's what's wrong with humans. All they think is
Hey!
They are more than
it's the truth.
What's
They are
not?
They are more than
All they-
okay with like half elves for the simple fact that more than one of their kind has more than one of the elven kind have did a turncoat thing and basically betrayed their own kind for safe passage.
It's typical of humans, though. All they
Oh
think
gosh.
is true. All they think about is war and death and making money and trying the best way to get over on somebody else without just thinking peacefully.
Not all of us.
Oh, said the person who chopped off somebody else's head.
Yeah, I chopped off the head of a man who went to an innocent village and killed innocent kids for the enjoyment of
Over
what,
an
some
order
holy
that he
power?
clearly did not understand.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you truly understand it if he went through with it. You always have a choice to reject something, and he clearly had one and he chose not to. So I have zero pity for people who do such things. I would do the same to any inhuman who did the same, who went to some innocent village and slaughtered several people. I would do the same.
Mhm.
Actually, Miss Rosu, I'm a half a mind to be with Ball on this one. From what you fellows have told me, and from what I saw at that goblin village,
You saw it?
what do you think I knew where you guys were when you started running into the forest?
So you was following us the whole time?
I wasn't following you. I was going to the goblin village anyway, to sell my wares. Then I saw the smoke and I was like, I'm not going to there.
Understandable.
After all, I have kids now.
But yeah, Rosu, I don't understand your pure 100% defense of these disgusting people who constantly do wrong, but you only see the light in them. It makes zero sense to me.
Makes
Although
perfect sense.
Although I do half agree with Rosu. Not all of us humans are terrible.
I do agree on that. And I'm not so blind to just openly say that every single one of you is terrible, but a majority of your people's mindsets, or the ones who are in power, usually see only money, death as their main objective.
Aye, that is true. Although, in the royal capital, if you're very lucky, you can find at least there are two types of factions. There's the noble faction and there's the royal faction. If you can get on the good side of the royal faction, you might be in good hands. There are a few people in the noble faction that might actually accept your kind. Although you have to be very careful on who you contact.
And we're talking about this while we're moving towards the kingdom, right? While he's casting his spell?
Yes.
Okay.
Currently, from what happened, he was finished with his checkups on his wagon and everything. His First thing he checked on was his wife and kids, then his wagon, then his merchandise. Once he determined that they were okay, he made sure that the kids are basically, he asks, basically, before you guys did like start this conversation, he asked you kindly to watch over his kids and protect them from any further harm. That way he can focus on protecting his wife.
Okay. I don't mind watching after the kids. They seem to like me.
Uh-huh.
Well, the boy seems obsessed with your presence currently.
Oh,
The
I...
little,
Sorry.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say, Barbarous, can I buy a couple things from you?
Of course.
I finally got a little bit of money, not from a dead body, and I was wondering if I could buy a couple notebooks, probably 4.
Sudden, you feel a hand tug at your sleeve, at your left hand sleeve, as you see the little girl who had been sitting beside you, kind of clinging to you a little bit. All of a sudden, her expression changes.
Yes?
And have you ever seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventures?
Well, yes.
Okay. This is her face currently. Like a JoJo face, but it's for business. She's like, you said business?
It's the real merchant.
I can give you special discount
Okay.
on notebooks, charcoal to write with, colored clay.
That'd be nice. This is a little disturbing to hear it from a child, but okay.
Well, normally I'm just a little girl, but when it comes to business, it's me, Dio. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, gosh.
I've only seen like one version of JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, and I'm like, it is so weird.
It is.
Anyway, she specifically asked. She has 3 variants of notebooks. She has a notebook, she has a journal, and she has what she likes to call magic paper.
I'm pretty sure I don't need magic paper. I look over to Silent. Do you need magic paper?
What's a magic paper?
Paper that's magic.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
It allows a person to have like copy down text from like magic books, like spell tomes and such.
Like a
How
copier?
much would I have to pay for the?
I don't know what a
magic
copier
paper?
is, but yeah, I guess. Basically, if you can't open a book because it's cursed, you can put it over the thing and then like cast the spell over the magic paper, and then you get the copy of the thing without opening the book.
Wouldn't it just copy the curse too?
No, you hold it over the book, not on the book.
Good detail to know.
I saw my dad do it once.
Oh, well, how much is for that?
On a stack. How much do you want?
I look to Dragon.
How much is it per piece?
Oh, it's by the. It's we sell at least 20 pages per bundle. That way you can at least fit, you know.
How much is the bundle?
She said 20 gold. She said 20 gold altogether. 1 gold per page.
Oh, wow.
Normally it's 20. Normally it's 20 gold per page, but like 200, like there's 20 pages altogether, and then 20 gold per page. But I'm giving you a special discount because you saved my life. So 1 gold per page.
That's a 90% discount.
Yeah, but I don't have a lot of gold.
I don't have
Can I just buy a singular page?
How are you gonna ask to buy something you don't have the money to pay for it?
Well, I didn't think books. That's a magical book. I was just going to buy notebooks and stuff.
You could buy a normal notebook.
I
See,
am,
we
but I
just
was
offered it.
talking about that for Silent, okay? She's a magic user, more than I am.
Would I be allowed to just buy a singular page?
For 1 gold?
Yes.
Oh, you guys are really poor, aren't you?
Yeah.
We
Well,
did get our stuff stolen.
some people are broke, but you know.
She was like, "Give me one moment." She goes up to the front of the cart and she starts talking with her father.
We may have to find a job.
How much is it total for all of them?
For a bundle, it's 20 gold pieces.
I give her 20 gold and just get the whole fucking bundle.
Dang.
Is this ball talking?
Yep.
Damn.
You see the little girl's head pop up from the cart, and she takes your money and she gives you a really sweet smile, and she's like, "Thank you for your patronage."
Dang. What's the difference between a notebook and the journal?
The notebook is a lot thinner, and the journal has a lot more pages.
How much is the journal?
5 silver.
Okay, how much for the notebook?
Oh my god, I give her 5 silver.
How
Thank
broke are you?
I have 4 silver.
Oh my god! You know you could try to haggle, right?
I
Yeah,
have
you know you
never
can-
haggled in my life. There was no such thing as a haggle before this.
This is the only time you're seeing nice ball for the rest of the session, so be happy. Making him buy stuff for you.
I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
Well,
you.
there you go. Bought the magic paper in the journal.
Thank you. Yay. Now I can keep notes.
You want me to go ahead and give you a notebook?
How much is a notebook?
Oh no! I mean in your actual journal on Roll20. Do you want?
Sure, I'll fill it up with random stuff. Like today's date.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
Which I can't remember what today's date is.
You would have to ask that of.
Oh, I'm not talking about the game date. I'm talking about our date before the game. It's always confusing.
No, I mean in game.
That is so confusing.
Okay, I'm going to give you the ability to edit this, and it should be in your journal now.
Ooh.
Under name journal.
Yay. Thank you.
No problem. Oh, and by the way, I'm going, since you asked that, I am going to actually reveal to you guys, because Barbarous sees the confusion about you guys's, like what day it is, like basically how the months work. He reveals this to you.
Oh, wow. A calendar.
Oh wow.
Upper
Yes.
brother? What?
This is how months work in Overlord. I've been researching it for a while, so this took me a while to find. So right now it is currently Upper Fire Month, the 11th day, year 376.
376.
Hope that helps.
It does. Let's see, a month is
So currently it's the Summer Solstice.
today?
No.
Oh.
It won't be. He says the Summer Solstice is coming up in two weeks.
And relating to Earth, the day that we got here, I believe it's been almost 4 days.
Okay, so the first day of summer in the real world is what, Rio?
May 21st?
Exactly.
Okay.
So it is
Ooh.
2 weeks before that.
Oh,
And it's currently, considering in the real world, it is currently a Monday.
okay.
And their weekdays start on a Tuesday, just to make things a little bit easier.
It's in the game. Okay, there we go. Wow. Thank you. Sorry. Really
No
wanted a notebook.
No problem. You guys continue to head down the road at a very fast pace. You notice that the cart is starting to slow down a little bit, and you hear Barbarous casting a spell outside, and you abruptly hear neighing and like whinnying.
Ah,
I'm just gonna cast Disguise Self really quick using one of my packed features to look like a human.
I am currently going to change my outfit.
I'm just gonna wait for Barbarous to give me the bracelet.
Oh,
Human.
the boy who had been hanging around you, he already gave it to you. Barbara
Okay, I'll
said
slip it on this.
Barbara said it was free of charge for all of you.
I go into human form.
What about you, Vermilion?
Wait. I'm gonna use the bracelet to shift myself into a human to make myself look human.
How does it fit on him?
It's magic, so it automatically glows to match your body.
It changes in size, Barbara says.
Well, I'm going to change into my noble outfit and put some makeup on.
You're trying to put makeup while not looking at yourself, and then abruptly you see the little girl be like, "Here!" And she puts up like puts a bucket of water in front of your face.
Okay.
It's reflection, so you can see yourself.
I was going to say, does my disguise kit doesn't have a mirror?
Oh, I didn't know you had one. Never mind.
Of course I have one.
Ignore me. Ignore me. Anyway.
What
No,
about half giants? Are half giants a thing in this world that the humans are fine with?
Not really. They're not fine with half giants.
God damn it. All right. I guess I'll just be a tall ass elf, half elf, or human.
Sorry about that.
It's fine. I guess I'll just be a tall half elf or human. No, I'll just go with a human. I don't feel like dealing with
Like they're only good with they are only good with half breeds of like other species other than elf if they have like papers proving that basically this is their affiliation, their family's affiliation, who they've allied themselves with, going at least 5 generations back.
Yeah, no, that's doing hella extra. I'll just go with human. Basically, I'll just shift into what Ball would look like if he didn't have his horns and skin on, basically.
darn. We'll never find out who he is behind.
But he'll obviously be black because it's not him in real life. Just to make it fun.
Oh, I didn't know. Huh.
You couldn't tell?
Yo,
Nope.
what's up, player? Yo,
No.
cool with the homie cheese.
Please.
No.
Oh
Stop.
my god, that's gross.
Please. No. Stop. Just stop. Please.
Yeah, please.
That sounded so gross.
Yep.
Oh, I can make even the whitest people sound black.
No.
You did not sound black at all. Like,
No.
Never again.
Exactly my point. I wanted to sound as white as possible.
Ugh.
Painful, no. Anyway, you guys, Ball, who is still sitting on top, you are currently arriving at city gates, and Barbarous gets your attention. He was like, "I ask before the guards see you there and suspect you. I would highly suggest you get down below."
All right, and I'll just hop down.
Welcome to the group.
It's gross down here.
Well, we weren't expecting any visitors, so.
I only get to let my hair down, so hush.
Oh, who has the monocle?
Not me. Thought Ball had it.
I was handed a whole bunch of shit last session, so honestly, I don't even know who has anything anymore.
All right. If nobody can verify they have
from
it.
what I understand from my notes from last time, Silence had the monocle.
Silence.
Oh, I do.
Did she? I don't remember. I thought it was.
This is what I'm
Sense.
reading.
Nah, I wasn't in the building when y'all were having that conversation.
Exactly.
I was
It-
walking
it was-
around.
It was Silence. Like,
Silence, do you have glasses?
I'm currently wearing glasses. Yes, there's glasses for my disguise.
Well, do you have something close to glasses that I can borrow?
Oh, I'll just hand over the monocle.
Oh, right.
Thank you for the monocle.
His
and I put
eyes.
it on. Now I only look half blind.
Wait, you can't change your eyes?
No, I look blind because I originally needed glasses.
basically, I think he's saying he's short-sighted.
Oh, really?
Yes. That's why I haven't thrown a single thing unless he came here.
Wow, I didn't think they applied that to the game.
It was a personal choice.
Oh,
Darkus puts on the monocle.
gotta find some glasses for you.
You guys arrive at the gate, and you notice that there are at least 3 groups ahead of you, currently being inspected by the guardsmen up front. They basically do a short inspection of like any belongings, see if anything's dangerous, and then they either let the person in or reject them. One person, who's sort of the second person in line, looks like he's like itching his neck a little bit, scratching like repeatedly, like for a solid 10 minutes as he goes up in line, and like guards like have like a mage of sorts inspect him, and they instantly like put him in shackles, and like the shackles, once they clamp around his person, they reveal his person not to be human.
Oh shit.
And Barbara says, "Don't you worry. As long as you have the bracelets on, magic won't be able to detect you."
You might want to get out of that box.
Wait, do I still need the bracelet? I'm a changeling.
If it comes naturally to your, Barbara says, if it comes naturally to you, they can't detect through it.
Okay, well I'll keep the bracelet anyway. It's a nice gift.
Do I have a bracelet?
Barbarous gave one to everyone in the party.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm not wearing mine because I can do personal disguise.
And you already look human. Milady.
Elf. More elf.
Yeah.
Just to add finishing touches to my stuff, I'll just put on my helmet. That looks totally weird on me because I don't have any horns anymore. So two weirdly placed sections to where horns should go, but there's none there. So
It is revealed that the person who gets arrested looks to be a magical creature called a doppelganger.
Isn't that another word for a changeling?
that's
I'm
exactly what it is.
I'm
Actually, there are two different species, but
I'm like the offspring of a doppelganger and something else.
Oh.
actually, doppelgangers, they were originally human sorcerers, but they wanted to have the abilities of a changeling in the world of Yggdrasil. So basically, they accepted a curse, and thus they became doppelgangers, but they lost their intelligence in return. They lost their free will.
Ooh, that sucks.
Okay. Yeah, Darkest Sense begins to hurriedly put the bracelet back on.
He's like, whoop!
Yeah, I'm not risking it.
Third group, you see what looks to be a family. Very poor family. You can tell by their clothes, like patchwork. They have the father is pulling what looks to be a cart full of vegetables and fruit and what looks to be meat products. Looks to be like they're farmers. He has what looks to be one daughter, and the wife with him looks to be very, very nervous about being here.
Talk about wives. What does Barbara's wives and kids look like now?
You look over and the Minotaurs are no longer sitting there.
Are they
In
just
fact,
gone?
They look like they are. The wife looks full on elf, while the children look half elf.
Oh, okay.
Although she's currently looking at her hands and she's muttering something to herself. So can you make a perception roll, everybody?
Bugger.
Ooh, silence. Nice.
Ooh.
Silent Synth, Vermilion. You all hear. I do not like this form. 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 I want my fur back. I want my fur back. I want my fur back. I want my fur back.
Dang, I wish I could read lips.
She seems incredibly frustrated looking at her hands. That's all you can tell. And you guys are up next as they allow the family to go through and like, halt, prepare for inspection. Right, do your thing, mage. Okay, let's do this. Detect inhuman. And he raises his staff. Okay, so who here is not wearing the bracelets?
Me.
Stubborn.
I seriously thought my makeup and outfit would work.
It's a good thing I put mine back on the last minute.
Mm,
Okay, so everyone else has a bracelet on.
I believe
Yes.
so.
Silence.
I do.
Just check. Except for maybe Synth, Synth said he was wearing the bracelet just in case. So I'm going to roll for his spell really quickly.
gosh.
And I need Rosu only to make a charisma saving throw.
Saving throw.
Yes, charisma saving throw.
No problem.
Okay.
A cleric with a high charisma save. That's impressive.
I know.
Right. As the spell hits you, there's like inhuman, but inhuman. There's an inhuman, and they instantly get on guard and he looks into the back and he's like waving it. And he like waves it over to you, points directly at you, and he was like, "And you wait,
Hi.
what the? This is not right." And like you hear one of the guards say, "Guile, I thought I told you to get a new one. You know what happened to your staff? Jeez, you would think after it gets hit on by a full spell and gets damaged, you would think you would get a new one. But no, you wouldn't listen to the ordinary foot soldier who knows a lot about weapons. No, instead you're accusing what looks to be a normal freaking human be inhuman. I am so sorry, miss.
It's no problem.
I really need to get this staff replaced. You know how it is with magical staff. Sometimes they rupture and they misbehave.
Yep, I totally understand that.
Oh, you're an elf. Okay.
Yeah, more of an elf looking.
Okay. Understood. Sometimes it misbehaves and you never know how it's gonna be. Anyway, they're okay to go in.
I give a little wave.
Are you waving at him in particular?
I'm just waving to all of them. I'm like, okay, thank you.
Smile a little bit, and the mage instantly blushes a little and turns away. And like his friends are laughing at him currently. Anyway, and as you calm down your heart,
I still got it.
as you calm down your heart after that little heart attack, Barbara says, "Welcome to Irantel." You guys witness the sight before you, with the setting, with the heavily setting sun in the background. This large city with like human looking houses and everything, very neat streets, kids playing in the foreground with what looks to be the remnants of a wagon wheel with just the circle, like just the metal part and the circle, like pushing it along with like sticks and everything. You see a couple of what looks to be holy priests walking down the street. They're enjoying what looks to be a very simple dinner of a loaf of bread and what looks to be water. And they're talking about how like they helped like some people. You notice that there are several types of like, you're currently in a market bazaar where where you hear like all sorts of humans just advertising like fresh fish, meats and produce.
Ish.
Get your potions and poultices.
We'll get food after this.
Yeah, all of a sudden, all of you hear coming from Vermilion just
Ah!
and he's like holding his stomach a little.
Okay, big guy.
Damn.
Sorry.
Damn.
We'll get your fish.
And you hear from inside of the little the box.
Did you get back in the box?
I was always just kind of sitting it like in it. Like, yeah. The lid's open now.
It just looks strange now since you look human.
Just did you say that like in character?
Yeah.
Okay, I just kind of like get out of the box and just sit on it instead.
This is my box. No one else can have it. As you guys are venturing through the city, can I get another perception check from everybody, please?
Oh yeah.
Ooh, a lot better. Wow, nicely done, Vermilion.
I need that fish.
Yep. Where's Otaku?
He hasn't rolled yet.
Oh, he had to load back in. Let's give him a moment.
Ooh.
Oh dear lord. You do not care enough. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to assume with your character, but I kind of figured your character wouldn't really care what's happening.
Honestly, he's just trying to get to Barnabas's shop, honestly.
But isn't that in
giving
the
like 2 fucks about town.
But isn't that in the City-State Alliance?
No, I believe he said he was here and he ran to.
Actually, I said that I had 2 shops, one in the City-State Alliance and one here in the Irantel.
How can you run 2 shops?
Magic.
Oh, no. Actually, I've hired people.
Oh, that makes sense.
No, actually, right now we're not headed to my shop.
Ball just looks so annoyed when he says that.
He's like, actually, we are headed to a secret location where you guys are going to be rewarded.
Rewarded?
Yes. While you guys were sleeping one night, I sent a message to the Adventurers Guild about your efforts against the slain theocracy near the Goblin Village. And so they are choosing to reward you.
Humans doing something noble.
Oh no, it's not for it's oh heavens. It's they don't care about the goblins. In fact, they hate the goblins. No, I told them it was a human settlement.
I thought so.
So you lied.
Of course. You deserve a reward.
Free stuff is
It's
free stuff.
typical humans only giving a shit about themselves. Nobody else in this world.
Oh, gosh.
And I lied for you. I told them it was a human settlement. That way they would reward you for doing a good deed.
Well, at least we're getting
The
something
fact that
out
you
of
have to
this.
tell him it was a human settlement is disgusting.
It's
But-
completely understandable.
I appreciate it though.
By the way, Rosu, Silence, and Vermilion. You notice a presence out of the corner of your eye standing on top of the on one of the
Buildings?
houses. I had to remember the word house for some odd reason. And you notice that it looks very familiar in the sense that it looks like a gothic Lolita girl. She's very pale. And has black hair.
Do I remember this person?
You do remember that during your short stay in your short time in the tomb of Nazarick, by the little girl with that looked like a pure vampire, there was what looked to be another pure vampire who looks exactly like that girl standing on top of the building. And she is watching you guys intently.
Yeah.
Huh.
Two
Great.
fingers to her, she puts 2 fingers to her forehead, looks to the sky,
She's
doesn't move her lips, and then puts her fingers back down after a couple of minutes. And then she snaps her fingers and disappears.
She acts more like a ninja than a vampire.
As you guys are traveling along, you notice that he's starting to slow down his cart a lot more. As he stops the cart, you are currently in front of what looks to be a fairly large store, a 2-story one, in fact. And it's called, you see that it has a name that reads, give me a second while I pull it up.
That we wasn't going in front of his store.
It reads Balear's Bazaar Finds.
I just kind of smirk at the name.
Ooh.
And he was like, here we are.
This is the guild hall.
No, I think it's his shop. Even though
Were
he said
you-
he was taking to the guild place, but
Never
Apparently.
said anything about us getting to the guild. I said I was taking you to your reward. Never said anything about a guild. I just said a location where you will get your reward.
from the guild.
Yes, from the guild. I never said you would be going to the guild.
But
I'm
you said
guessing
we
they're
wasn't-
buying something for us, or they have bought some things for us, and we're here to collect it from your shop.
Yes. Give me a moment while I knock. As he's about to knock the door, you see a woman with a human woman who has almost pure red hair, freckles, very tannish skin, green eyes, and what looks to be adventuring gear comes out. And she seems to be holding a sack of gold coins, and she's talking to another individual, a male, who has long blonde hair, which goes over his eyes, and what looks to be a alchemist's clothes. She shakes his hand and looks up at you guys and walks away. She smiles at you guys and walks away. Very kind smile.
Looks like she got paid.
He looks up too and he's like, Barbarous, it is good to see you. Ah, how you doing? How you doing, Lottie? Inferior, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing fine, Mr. Barbarous. Are these friends of yours? Yes, they are here for the thing that we discussed. Oh, so these are the folk that saved that entire human village. Give me one moment. He goes into his shop and you hear rummaging. Silence, you as he comes back out, Silence, you think you're in box heaven because he brings out another chest.
Oh yes, 2 tears.
And he proceeds to put it on the ground, and he's like, "For you, this is your reward from the guild." As he explains to you, he said, "I sent a message about a puts in quotations on purpose so that you guys can see a human settlement attacked, and they set a reward. As you open it, you are almost blinded by how much coin is in here.
Yeah, that doesn't seem right.
Oh, it's not only coin. Looks to be a few items as well.
He was like, the extra inferior exclaims the extra reward was because from what Barbarous told us, the village agreed to betray the slain theocracy and be a part of Irantel. So we gained some new footing. So the royal faction decided to reward you a little bit more.
What? I just turned to Barbarous.
It's true.
You're not wrong. While Ball is definitely he's trying to count all the coins and see what magical items if there are any that's in here.
That's totally not right.
It's true. From what the humans told us, is that they agreed as long as their saviors are going that direction, they would feel more safe in this direction. And they said they would want to live here under the protection of the royal faction.
I'm
As long
still
as they're not-
glaring at him.
Rosie, that's actually what they said.
That is.
Basically, what Barbarous is explaining to you, he pulls you aside a little bit, Rosu, and he explains to you basically he's calling them humans for the commoner sake that are around town.
I get that part.
If any commoners are listening into them, only the royal faction, the noble faction, and the guards know that they are actually goblins. The goblins agreed to live under the rule of Irantel, or the royal capital, as long as they don't attack another human settlement.
Is he saying that he told the royal people? Dang it, echo. Sorry. Is he telling the royal people that they were goblins? So they told the guild that they were humans to give us a war.
The guild knows that they are goblin.
But he's telling me all this.
Yes, but since they told since they agreed to tell any information about the slain theocracy, the royal capital was more than happy to accept goblins.
I like to insight check that. Plus, there's no point.
Sorry, what did you say? Sorry, I missed that.
I was asking if I should insight check that, or is there no point?
That's up to you.
I check that. Go right ahead.
Bugger.
He didn't need much. He is telling the absolute truth. No lie coming from his mouth. The guild knows that they are goblins, but since they are going to give information on the slain theocracy, who are enemies of the royal capital, they were more than happy to accept help from goblins. They're making an exception for this one village, as long as they do not enter any other villages.
Just hate lies.
It's not lies. The important people, or the people who are giving us the reward, are the people who actually have control over this entire kingdom, are the ones that are informed about who these people are. They just don't want to put fright into the public saying that goblins are walking freely around or freely within the capital without inciting fear into the people.
Exactly my point.
It's politics.
I apparently don't like politics then.
What, would you rather them freely announce that they have goblins free roaming around the place and incite fear within the people, which would most likely incite a manhunt by the people to destroy this goblin village that we put so much effort into saving?
Yeah, personally, it would probably be best to not tell everybody that they have, creatures that is commonly known to be hated within the society, that they are literally letting them around the society.
There's no need to worry. We directly put the goblins where no human would ever head, but the goblins would be safe. That way we can keep an eye on them, not only to have information, but continue having the alliance with the goblin village.
So it was a mutual agreement.
Exactly. And the goblins were very happy with the location.
All right, then there's no problem.
I personally don't see an issue with it. You guys are keeping them safe and protected while they're just giving you information that you want and need. I mean, I don't see too much of a big issue with it.
Since you are the only one counting the money, here's how much they gave you.
1,500. Ooh, wow, that's a pretty amount.
Dang.
Again, they are gaining information about an enemy country.
I mean, I expected more, but this is.
Again,
I'm not gonna complain about it.
Yeah, it's goblins. Okay.
Yeah, it's for the fact that it's goblins at the end of the day, and they're
Bloody.
doing a favor for them. I will complain too much.
Your mic.
Bloody, your mic
Yeah.
is really echoing a lot.
Oh!
No, it's
Well,
each
you
time
won't
we
hear it,
talk,
it's
it's
when we hear it.
No,
is
he's
when we
gone.
speak. Yeah. All right, let me do the math thing.
no,
What?
still going.
All right, everybody will get 214 silver pieces and 28 copper. And let me do the gold.
All right, 200 and... Oh, well, he's back.
214 silver pieces and 28 copper. And 81 gold pieces and 42 silver pieces to add on to that. That's okay. That's a number.
81.
So
Okay.
how many silver?
You said...
214 silver
Okay.
and 28 copper. And then for gold, it is 81 gold and 42 silver pieces.
42.
And then you could just add to it.
Oh, have you already divided it all up?
Yep.
I just did that right now, yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Sorry, Bloody. It was... When we was talking, it was echoing on your mic back, apparently.
Yeah, again, it's a Chromebook, so please excuse me.
You are not excused. You're fired.
Ooh.
Val?
Can't fire me. Quit. You can't
No.
quit. You're a frog.
You're a frog.
You can't frog me. You're my wife. Oh, it's from ASDF movie from YouTube.
Ah.
Sorry.
But yeah, and then you said there's other items in here besides just money, right?
Yes. It looks to be very simple, like weapons and stuff like that basically the guild was more than happy to give you guys as thanks.
So there's literally no use to them. Basically.
They are there for you to sell. They are pretty much useless to everybody.
Yeah, that's what I was literally about to just say. We could just sell them.
Well, we do have a merchant with us.
Basic. They are the basic of basic weapons. Like there is literally iron swords, iron daggers, iron great sword. There's a wooden, very simple mage's staff.
How many daggers are there?
5.
I'm gonna just take 2 of those. It's okay.
Well, that's more than fine.
Yeah, that shouldn't be an issue. I mean, this is this is everybody's loot, not just one person's.
Silence. As you are looking inside of the box, you notice that there is something that catches your cat-like eyes that Ball hasn't seemed to notice yet. There is a sword at the very bottom of the chest, but you can only see the hilt, and it seems to be protruding from beneath the floor.
I'm just gonna reach in and try to grab the sword.
You do without problem, and as you lift it up, a false bottom comes up.
Wait. Huh?
Okay, so there were 2. This is pretty big chest, and there was a false bottom, basically hiding the fact that there were more to it.
I
More
looked to Silence.
treasure?
I'm like, you found a box within the box.
Yes.
Oh, it's one singular box, but it has 2 different layers.
It's a compartment, basically, within a box.
And what you see is just a hilt of a sword. There's no metal part, there's just a hilt. But what you see is a singular item at the bottom of the chest. It looks to be some sort of war horn.
Ooh.
Okay.
Can I tell if it's like magical or special? And
Yeah, sure. Give me an Arcana check, or if you have detect magic, or whatever you want to do.
It's a box.
It's a horn.
Why worry about the horn when we have a box in a box?
I cast detect magic.
It is insanely magical.
What school?
It is of, let's say, conjuration.
Is it similar to the goblin horn?
Yes.
From the game.
No, this one is not from the game.
Huh.
Is it similar but not exactly, so it may not summon goblins, but some other type of creature?
Yes.
Blow it.
Now? In this town? Are you nuts?
Does it feel like it would be more powerful than
You can sense it is a little bit more powerful than the Horn of the Goblin General.
Interesting.
Blow it.
No, not in this town.
Emperor
Oh, what's
Palpatine
the
comes
worst
back,
they can do?
comes by for 5 seconds. Do it. Do it.
You got your box.
What's the
Barbas,
word?
do you know what this horn does or what it summons?
I see it.
Go ahead.
Takes it.
Oh no.
That's gonna cost you money.
Oh, if he wasn't going to do it, I was going to do it because I love blowing horns.
Did it disappear from his hands?
It's still in his hand.
Okay.
That would have cost you extra.
Well, no, that's gonna cost you some magical items. We'll give you some
I'm
hefty discounts at the
clearly
store.
looking around to see what happened.
Rio, you are currently the only one who sees this. Then,
Oh no.
coming from the sky, you see a pair of wings, very feathery wings, coming down from the sky.
Is
It's
it?
in the sun currently, so you can't see what it is.
Is it a griffin?
You can't tell again. And as it gets closer,
It's a griffin. I know it is. Watch.
you are only able to see it once it lands directly next to you. And you hear,
Oh, a
A
Pegasus.
Pegasus.
no,
No?
it has a horn upon its head.
Oh
And it
my
has
gosh.
He's gonna glance at the unicorn's blessing and just look it back at it like,
It's the same one you saw in the woods. Silence.
What? But it has wings.
Oh my gosh.
She never asked about the wings. It just simply bowed to her and wandered off.
Oh wow.
Do you
It's
say it's the
back.
same? It's the same one?
Pretty sure.
Walks
What?
directly up to Rio.
I kind of closed my mouth.
And Barbarous is like literally having the time of his life. He's like, now they're gone. I only thought
Oh
they were
wow, my
legendary.
ears.
Oh
My
my
ears.
gosh. He's like, oh my gosh, an alicorn. Oh my gosh, I've never seen one in my actual life. Oh my, I gotta write this down. It has a horn, has wings, pure white.
I kind of lift my hand to pet it, all it said.
It allows you to pet its mane.
Oh my gosh.
As your hand comes away, there's something in your hand.
Wait, what?
Looks to be as you take your hand away from the mane, you have something in your hand, and it looks to be like, it's hard to explain. Give me a moment while I get its actual description.
We both getting
Ow.
blessed.
An alicorn. That's like,
Unicorn, but better.
I was going to say like 10 unicorns in one. But yeah, better with wings.
Yeah, but better with wings. It comes back. You come back with a mysterious object that looks to be another war horn, but it is very small and it has a necklace around it. You wear it as a necklace. It's an amulet. There we go, amulet.
Ah,
Feel
okay.
it nudging like the amulet towards you.
You want me to blow it?
Shakes
Oh
its
my
head as
god,
it goes.
so many innuendos right now.
Oh no.
It's hurting me so much, bro.
Hush. You're already horny as is.
Oh, so many fucking
Oh
innuendos.
no.
Innuendos, not innuendos.
Ugh, okay.
No, you feel it nudging it, like trying to nudge it around your neck.
Oh,
my god. Oh.
hush. You dirty, dirty red man.
Pervert.
Okay, I put it around my neck. And it wants me.
As you put it around your neck, finally we can talk.
You just see Rosu's face freak out. Not that you've never seen it freak out before, but still.
She's like,
I can hear you.
yes, This is an amulet of the unicorn people. It's for your people who can't seem to understand our language. Whenever you need help, if you are in desperate need of saving, blow that horn. We will come and get you and deliver you from danger.
Thank you. This seems too good.
This particular amulet allows you to understand unicorns, alicorns, obsidian horses, and
And
was
what?
of bovine nature.
Oh.
Cows, minotaurs,
Ah.
full-on beasties. Apologies. Where are my manners? My name.
Ew. You okay?
Yeah, sorry.
I-
Anyway.
You was going to say her name.
Yeah, sorry.
If
had
it's a her.
cough. It is a her.
Yes.
There. Barrett's? It is so cool. Is anybody talking?
Hello?
Hi?
Is
Hello.
it still quiet?
Okay.
We can hear you.
Anywho.
We said we could hear you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, it must be my side because all of a sudden when Bloody, I can't hear him, I can't hear anybody else. But when he comes back, I can hear everybody else.
Surprise.
Yeah, then it must be you.
I'm sorry. I have no idea what's going on.
What's wrong with you? Gosh! Anyway.
At least I'm not echoing.
Shut up. Anyway, she kind of nuzzles you a little bit, and she basically says that horn is only to be used in dire emergencies. Understood?
That's understandable. This
Very
is
well.
such a great gift.
Oh, it is your friend here, actually. She looks she looks to Silence.
I just hear like what? Hold up.
She was like, it's your friend here that actually had me convince my people to help you, your kind, well, your party anyway. She spotted me while I was grazing. I'm normally more secretive, but she managed to spot me.
Oh.
I was very impressed by it, so... well, you can't hear any of this silence, so...
I'm just super
They're
confused
speaking
looking at
through
this. Like
mind.
what?
and she was like, the alicorn is looking at you, and she's looking at Rio, and like there's just this entire silent conversation going on.
They can't hear me either.
You're speaking through your mind.
Holy moly.
And basically what happens is she explains that she gave Silence a very special gift to signify that basically not anyone can just spot an alicorn. It takes a very special keen eyesight to catch an alicorn while grazing.
I just smirk at Silence.
You see Rio smirk at you.
More confusion.
And she looks at Ball next. It's like, that one confuses me. But I
In
will
so
say
many
this.
ways.
I will say this. I sense the powers of storm within him.
Yeah.
Have him go to the very north of this city.
Okay.
There's an ancient temple that will help. For your friend, the lizard, I would suggest he goes to the marshes to the south.
So, okay.
For you in particular, I'm giving you E.
You're giving me what?
E. I promise to be your sole mount from now on. Well, whenever you need me desperately. I can't always be by your side, but... Or I can tell you where you can earn your wings.
That is so tempting.
Anywho, and also your changeling friend. I also have a gift for him. She proceeds to sort of like bite at her side, but then come back with what looks to be a sort of object and plops it down on the floor. She was like, that is all I had to discuss. But if you need to talk to me at any time, tap that amulet 2 times.
Will
And
do.
say my name.
Various.
Yes. But I must go. There is I saw on the way here there was a cart of carrots, and it's calling my name.
Well, don't get spotted.
Can disguise myself as a real horse.
Ah,
I'm a unicorn, remember? I'm magic. Just don't consume my blood, because that is just terrible.
that sounds evil.
Anyway, I will go now. It's a pleasure to meet you. What is your name? She's struggling.
I'm in the back of my head. I'm like, should I tell her my real name or my fake name? Should I tell her my screen name or my real name? This is a unicorn. Oh my gosh. No, it's an alicorn. You idiot. Rove Stew?
And my people will never forget it. As she takes off, starts flying, you see her like circle over like the outskirts of town, and then you see her like dive bomb into a certain area. You're guessing that's where she saw the cart full of carrots.
Yep.
Everybody's just staring at you.
Oh.
Probably.
What?
Oh, I was listening to music. I was.
Ball is still counting money.
No, he was trying to talk to Barbas, trying to see his magic items.
Barbara
Well, he
seems
still have a business deal to complete.
Oh gosh.
Barbara seems very sympathetic. Like, he's like, I did not know that was going to happen. I just have my deepest flaw is I love trumpets and horns.
Ball just grabs him and just slaps him 2 times across the cheek, like, get your head into it, man. Snap out of
They're
it.
so fun. Anyway.
Snap out of it.
Oh no. But I will pay you back. Here, you can have this free of charge.
What did he give us?
He is producing forth what looks to be gauntlets.
Ah,
Gauntlets?
Yeah, gauntlets.
I'm.
These are my most prized possessions in my cart. These are magical gauntlets that improve fisticuffs.
Cough. Did I hear hand-related items?
Did you become a bird?
Yes, it improves your fisting abilities.
Oh
Gary.
gosh.
Oh god.
I must have those.
I'm kidding.
Oh.
I'm so sorry for that.
Barbarous is not, apparently.
I could
He's-
already fist people in 3 different styles.
Oh gosh. Oh,
See,
by
I
the
started
way,
this session, and I'm honestly regretting it.
Synth, and I kind of threw the item that the alicorn left for him to him.
Okay. Well,
This is for you. I have no idea what it is, but this is for you.
for who?
It is. It looks to be a mask.
It's not my mask, I promise.
This particular mask has a magical effect on it, so if anyone wants to try to find out what it is, please do. And to explain to you,
You okay?
Synth,
All right, now I can hear you. Y'all
Okay.
were like
Okay.
scuffing.
Synth, to tell you what those gauntlets do, you would need to make an Arcana check for both the mask and the gauntlets.
I
You
kind
don't
of,
know the first thing about it.
I kind of link over
To
to
be
Dragon.
expected.
Alicorn likes you.
You have no idea what they do, sadly.
Would you have said that we took a short rest while getting here? Those 5 hours?
Yes.
Let me just roll a couple of these. Wow.
Oh, what the heck?
And, wow, both natural 10. Wow. Bravo.
Whoa. That puts me at max health.
Yeah, bravo, man.
When you say you didn't need healing, you really meant it.
I just need a short rest, and he comes back. He's just all of his like the damage that was dealt to him completely gone. And
Yeah,
he's like,
all the damage
"All I
that put
did
me at
was
2
throw
fucking health.
it."
Yeah, no, so, and then I have to use lay on hands plus a 30-minute cat nap. Perfectly fine.
Man, that was impressive, man. I gotta admit, that's impressive. Okay, Tenth, are you choosing to keep these 2 items?
I know nothing about them, so I see no point in keeping them.
Wait, just give me a moment to take a look. I mean, you can't say no to a unicorn's item.
As far as I can tell, that came from inside of a unicorn, and I don't want it on my face.
Rozu, you know instantly what the gauntlets and the mask does. The mask is of conceal presence.
I am jealous of this mask. It will conceal your
Wait.
presence.
Wait, didn't we already have a cloak that could do that for
Oh yeah,
you,
wait, I'm wearing
Rosu?
a cloak that does that.
Yeah, we literally got one for you. What the fuck?
Yes, but at the moment, it did not
I'm
make
wearing it,
the
yeah.
heebie-jeebies.
But this also has an additional effect to it. It's not the only thing. I wasn't done. Thank you very much. That allows you to turn into anything within medium.
Sorry,
Allows you to
sorry,
allows
America interrupted you.
allows you to turn into anything medium size or below. Doesn't
Does
matter
that
what form. It doesn't have to be inhuman. You can turn into an ooze. You can turn into an insect.
Oh my gosh, this
Does-
mask is perfect for you.
Okay, I have one question.
Uh-huh.
How does it look?
Please just be like a fox mask.
Let it be something decent.
What does the fox say? What?
No!
No.
Copyright strike.
Sorry. Anyway, basically, it looks to be there. I'm not sure how to explain it. Okay, so it looks to be wooden in nature.
Oh gosh, the mask.
Very circular.
Splinters.
Very simple. You do, however, see that it's been painted over the surface white with what looks to be 2 cross marks, like basically an X mark over the forehead, a very small X mark over directly above the eyes that go over the eyes. Basically, the two crisscross, and they go over your eyes and meet under your cheeks.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, okay. Oh well, I chopped that to my side.
Triple X?
No, it's 1X, but basically one of the dashes goes basically they crisscross and they go through each of the eye holes and basically down below the eye, right beneath the cheek line.
Okay.
Interesting. It's interesting sounding, and the my
Gauntlets.
yeah.
Alright, let me see.
Okay, the gauntlets improve your strength while also improving your damage.
So you hit harder and stronger.
It's Space Fighter over here.
So you sure you don't want these?
Admittedly, I am a dex-based fighter, so I have to give those up.
Mm.
Oh no. I mean it basic. I don't mean like out of character. It improves your strength. It improves your strength as a fighter.
Aw, see, you gotta be more. Man, you gotta specify that.
Paul's like, yes, dude.
I'm sorry. sorry, but I thought it was obvious the way I was explaining it.
Yeah, to be honest, I was like, I really can't take those.
Yeah, because monks can either go dex or strength based as a monk. So I'm like, oh, I mean,
Yeah,
you
I'm
just
like,
said damage or strength. That's something I'm good
That's
at.
why I said synth. It's given to synth.
yeah, I'm a pure dex mixed with wisdom fighter. I don't use strength whatsoever.
You have flabby arms.
Yeah, I'm a lanky boy.
I'm strength in my good looks and voice.
Don't worry,
Thanks, charisma.
your special item is coming soon because not Ball, but Barbarous is giving you something special.
I mean, yeah, I still have to trade him this resurrection thing.
Wait,
Or whatever
what?
the fuck it is.
You said that out loud?
No.
Dang.
Yeah, of course he's not. He's very secretive, especially against you, Rozu.
Uh,
I already bought you things today. You don't get no more from me.
here's your 5 silver back.
I don't want it.
You just want to hold something over my head, huh?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
Was
jerk.
that even a question? Was that even a question?
Apparently not.
I'm
These
here.
gauntlets improve your abilities as a monk. These do not count as armor, so you still have an armored ability.
Okay.
So, instead of a 1d12 plus your dexterity modifier, because your dexterity improves by 2, and your damage increases from a 1d12 to 3d10.
Yes, I can now punch things in a harder fashion.
It's a 3d10, not a 3d12.
I'm going up the list.
Okay, there you go. Sorry. Instant you equip them, you feel instantly stronger. Like I can punch things harder. Barbarous comes up to you, and he was like, "Sorry for blowing that horn earlier, but I can repay you."
Mm-hmm.
Here you go.
Good.
Produces what looks to be a very out of curiosity, your character, like out of like the game itself, what country is he from?
America.
Okay, so he's probably heard of like katanas and such.
Actually, no. My character's from Egypt, actually. Sorry.
What if he heard of katanas?
I mean, he's playing a Japanese-based game, so I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is a straight katana. This is a katana. He's holding up to you.
But he can't have swords. No, that's shorts.
I mean, I could wield any kind of sword if I want to, because I'm
It's not a
proficient in
short
every
sword.
weapon.
It is.
It's a long sword.
Yeah. Okay. So this particular sword, if you had to put a reference to it in the real world, it looks like Sephiroth's sword from Final Fantasy VII.
Oh,
Ooh, that's not a katana. That's a Gondal.
yeah,
No,
that's a
that's not a
Gondal.
You know, Gondal are like the pole arms. That's a.
Wait.
I forgot the name of that.
Would it be a Nodachi?
Adachi. There you go.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a very long katana. Very long.
Dachi.
Yeah, I remember some things.
Oh my gosh.
Damn, this is wow.
Oh, you haven't even drawn it yet.
What does the sheath look like?
The sheath looks to be very rich in nature. It's very well taken care of. There's like golden embellishment on the sheath itself. You see that it has a name, and the hilt has what looks to be like golden embellishment as well, and what looks to be the symbol of what looks to be a hammer on the hilt, on the handguard.
How did that even fit in the wagon?
Magic, remember?
Magic this, magic that. Oh my gosh.
And then I'll draw it.
You draw it, and the instant you do, like the instant you see blade, it is a pure black blade.
I was crossing my fingers. It was. I'm not even gonna lie. My fingers were crossed. I'm like, please let him say it's black. Please let him say it's black.
It is a pure black blade, and as you draw it, you see sparks dancing on the blade, along with what looks to be like sparks of lightning and fire on the blade.
What the heck?
I'll roll an Arcana check to see if I know what this is capable of. I do not.
You're just so preoccupied. Like, this is a gorgeous sword.
Barbus, what is this this tool capable of?
Tool.
That sword is by far one of my greatest finds.
I love how he says that for everything
My
he hands out.
That's
He hands you a potion. This is one of my greatest inventions. It's a normal healing potion.
I found it while exploring a ruin. I released a curse from it. I dared not draw it myself because, well, I'm a magic caster. I have no use for swords. And I didn't know what it was capable of, but now that I look at it, oh boy, it's perfect for you, my friend. He pats you on the shoulder.
Oh man, do you have a spell called Identify?
Can cast upon it if you wish.
Yeah, if you have a spell called Identify, I'd really appreciate it if you used it.
Starts casting Identify. Let's see here. This particular weapon is capable of fire and lightning damage.
Mm.
sounds like you.
Yeah, with this stack with my spell.
This what?
With this stack with my spell, elemental weapon.
Aye.
Oh
Ooh.
gosh.
Oh, I'm totally gonna fuck some shit up.
And also, it's a lot better than the longsword you have currently.
Yeah, I mean, it's gotten me through some things, right? Got some heads chopped off and all.
Ugh.
It has a name to it. Anytime you provoke the name, the chances of hitting instantly increase. But it looks like it has a recharge.
Hmm.
So what he's telling you is that anytime you provoke the name, you instantly have an improvement on your hitting. It basically once you like roll the hit, you if you provoke the name before you roll a hit, if you miss, you can roll a 1d8 to improve your chances.
Gosh, I hope I never face that sword.
It also increases the actual damage of the weapon. This is its name. Foreseen no leak.
Oh gosh.
Or, as he translates it, it is actually in Dark Elven language, which rough translates,
Ooh, I know Elvish.
which it translates to the ferryman. As in the ferryman of the sticks of the underworld.
Oh, fairy, not like pixie fairy, but like driver of a boat. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, the ferryman.
Darn.
Basically what he translates it to you and basically describes it as this is basically the ferryman of the sticks. Basically, it sends your enemies to the underworld. Like, he describes that this is what its name is meant to be.
Darn, I thought it was really the fairy man.
Oh, the ferryman. Ferry man. One word.
I like fairy better.
I know it's confusing, but that's what he translates to it.
And I say, so this is the trade for this, and I just pull out the little talis thing that he gave me. Or is this something separate?
This particular weapon was because I decided to blow the horn without your say-so.
Oh, so I get to pick out something else you have here.
Hi.
Awesome.
If you want to know the actual logistics of your weapon, I'm more than willing to tell you now.
I'm gonna have to leave at 8, so you could just I say 8. So basically like 4 minutes for me. But you could just you could send me like a list of like magic items he has, and I'll just pick one out of them.
Understood. Okay.
Yeah.
I am okay. That is more than fine.
Just not to waste time, and you could get to other people in the group.
Right. Vermilion. Buddy.
He may have fell asleep.
Hello?
No,
No. It was turned off. My bad.
Oh my
It got
god!
turned off. Mike.
Stop. Oh my god! He was turned off. Oh man.
It happens.
No, never mind. You don't get it.
I'm cheap.
That's what happens whenever I look at one of my coworkers at work. Let me tell you, oh man, oh boy. Anyway, Vermilion, he gives you something free of charge as well.
Nice. Okay.
He gives you what looks to be he gives you what looks to be a sort of amulet that you can wear.
What does it look like?
He said this will help you since you are of a barbarian nature. This will help you injure your enemies even more.
Damage, I guess.
No, he's giving it to you.
Okay.
This basically what it does is it basically any time that you have a person or persons within. Oh, who left?
Yeah, he had to leave.
Yeah.
But we can still go.
Okay. You basically anytime you have like more than one enemy around you or you have one enemy, basically you can use this amulet to give you an ability. This ability allows you to spew acid breath.
Ooh. Acid?
Yes, acid breath. Because of this particular effect, you become immune to poison, the poison condition, and acid damage.
Still wearing?
This
Amulet,
particular amulet, if you want to use it, it is considered a bonus action, but it comes with a cooldown rate. Basically, if you choose to use it, you have to wait 1 round before you can use it again.
A round is in combat or a round in what?
In combat and 1 round in combat. Basically, after everyone goes and it comes back to his turn. Has to wait an entire round. Like he uses it, then he has to wait another round, then it comes back to his turn after another round.
Okay.
Basically, it takes an entire round to cool down. And on top of that, this particular thing can be applied to your weapons and your bite attack as well, and your claws. Can be applied to anything within your arsenal. Hope you enjoy.
So does it change it to acid damage? No plus, no bonuses?
No, I think
Sorry.
it adds acid bonus to it.
It adds
Oh.
an acid bonus
So-
anytime you apply it.
So during that attack period, you can do like acid
basically-
breath or acid
Yeah.
bite, acid slash.
Yes,
Okay.
anytime you activate it, if you choose to do the acid breath, like basically use it against an enemy, it has a cooldown rate. But if you choose to apply it to a weapon or your jaw, it doesn't have a cooldown rate.
Oh, okay.
It's considered a free action, so you don't have to use up an action in order to use it. But for the breath attack, it is considered a bonus action. It took me 3 days to homebrew that for you. Hope you
How
like it.
how far is the acid
Okay.
breath?
Okay, so I'm going to where are you guys? Oh, you're at the starting point. Okay. I will actually show you. Okay, so do you see where I'm currently pinging?
No.
Okay, let me shift ping.
Okay, thank you.
Right here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to draw something. Okay, basically, this is a 5-foot cube, what I just inked, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So what it does is you can use it like this. It goes
Oh.
up to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 in a line of which you choose. Basically, multiple enemies can be infected by this as long as they are within a line.
Just make sure you don't hit us.
Friendlies are not affected by this.
Really?
Nice.
Yes.
Oh.
I hope you enjoy.
Thanks. What about the damage for the breath?
That is a good question. Damage for the breath also has a lingering effect.
Oh.
The damage for the breath itself, 2d10 plus. Just tell me when you have all this down.
Listing
2d10
it
plus
down.
your strength modifier.
Okay.
2d10 plus your strength modifier.
That's the initial damage, correct?
Yes, for the lingering effect, if a target fails a constitution save
Of.
of at least your constitution, Vermilion, it will have a lingering effect of 1d8 acid damage. Oh god, my leg.
Cramp.
Per round. Yeah. Oh god.
Damn, that's nice.
Yeah. Oh dear god. Anyway, I'll end the session here. That way Ball doesn't miss much.